Back in 1999, Sony for the first time introduced the idea of robot dogs. It was called Abo. It was cute and expressive, which is why Sony sold 65,000 units of these. But who knew that a few years down the line, these harmless-looking robot dogs will turn into man-hunting machines? The Chinese have found out that semi-automatic robots can shoot as accurately as humans, and now they're preparing an army of these robot dogs to aid servicemen in strategic missions. But the harrowing question is, are we ready for the world's first army of robot dogs? The Chinese military is on the verge of a huge tech breakthrough, planning to augment military missions with robots carrying rifles. This would result in boosting combat power and protecting key sites. Which robots will they be using for the purpose? They've not officially announced yet, but they've got a lot of choices. Let's start a discussion with one of the hottest robo-dogs, i.e. Unitree B2. Unitree B2 is breaking all sorts of records. This bot can bounce on stairs, speed up to 6 meters a second, carry over 120 kg, and run for more than 5 hours on a single battery charge. The earlier model, Unitree B1, introduced in 2022, was meant for industrial use. It could move underwater, haul up to 80 kilos, and keep going for 2 hours on one charge. But now Unitary Robotics has taken it up a notch with Unitree B2. The new 60 kg quadruped has beefed up actuators with 380 Nm of torque. It can lug 120 kilograms of cargo statically or over 40 kilograms while moving. Its 2250 watt-hour battery lets it move for more than 5 hours without a load, covering about 20 kilometers or over 2 hours with a 45 kg load. These powerful actuators enable Unitree B2 to jump over 1.6 meters and jump from heights over 1 meter. Also, we have a video of the robot being kicked on stairs, and boy, it is super stable. It can climb stairs in any direction and handle rough surfaces. It uses a LiDAR depth camera and a high-res camera to navigate. Unitree B2 is set for industrial uses, like remote inspections, but the military has its eye on it too, and it's adaptable. Just swap out the lower leg parts to turn it into a wheeled version. At the China Air Show, this robodog showed off in camouflaged green, proving it can climb, descend, move in all directions, and rotate on the spot. While impressive, many noticed it looks like a knockoff of Boston Dynamics' robots. It's unclear if the Chinese got a license from the American company or just copied the design. Experts are worried these robots could be used militarily, potentially stoking global tensions and sparking an arms race. But why is China doing this? Well, there is a background. China is rolling out some serious new military tech right as tensions with the US are heating up. Recently, they've shown off some high-tech weaponry, including robot dogs with guns, drones, and spy balloons. Since the topic for today is robot dogs, let's talk about those. In late October 2022, China introduced a robot dog armed with a machine gun that can be flown in by a drone. In a video, you'll see a drone drop this robot dog onto a building roof. Once the UAV takes off, the robot dog, machine gun strapped to its back, stands up and starts scanning for targets within range. These drones can hit weak spots behind enemy lines or take over rooftops, enabling multi-level attacks. From the video, it looks like the robot can carry anything from rifles and machine guns to grenade launchers. It's reported that the robot can reach speeds up to 14.5 kilometers an hour and work with infantry and armored vehicles. The weapon of choice is the lightweight Chinese QBB-97 machine gun, firing up to 650 rounds a minute with an effective range of 400 meters. The gun's got a bullpup design and uses a new 5.8mm Chinese cartridge. These combat robots are designed to handle any terrain and can step in for soldiers on especially dangerous missions. Over in the US, a robot dog with a flamethrower has hit the market. The company ThrowFlame unveiled their Terminator last summer, and now it's up for sale. They released a new video showing the Terminator in action. It starts with the robot's flamethrower being fueled up. Then you see it shooting flames and even showing off its jumping skills. On their website, ThrowFlame calls it the world's first flamethrower-equipped robot dog, priced at nearly 10 grand. Critics warn it could cause serious trouble if it ends up in the wrong hands, but developers say it's just a tool for special effects, especially since they're big in the film industry. The US never likes to play without options. They have the Ghost Robotics Vision V60, which is now being used by both the US and UK military. Dubbed the Army's eyes and paws, this bot is currently being put through its paces by soldiers from the 23rd Parachute Engineer Regiment in the UK, along with experts from the Robotics Expeditionary Center. They're figuring out how well it'll work in various conditions and how it might be useful on the battlefield. The V60 quadruped can navigate tough terrains in cities or the wild at up to 10 kilometers an hour, carrying up to 10 kilos. It can be flown into action by helicopter or dropped by parachute, but you gotta control it remotely with a special controller. No autonomous mode here. Its electronics are weather protected and it has cameras on all sides for a full 360 view, plus a LiDAR system. Back in China, they showed off another robotic combat dog in early November 2022. This one's got an automatic machine gun mounted on its back, a tricky feat due to the gun's weight and recoil. But the People's Liberation Army's keen on using these heavily armed bots for combat tasks, whether it's controlled remotely or fully autonomous. The Chinese RoboDog totes a 14-kilogram gun and is operated through a military tablet app. It's equipped with 360-degree cameras and can be used in autonomous or remote control modes. Specific details about this robot aren't widely shared, though. It seems like the whole world's in the race to build robotic dogs to handle the battlefront. We cannot forget Russia in this discussion, a country where at the Army 2022 military exhibition in Moscow, they unveiled a robot dog with a grenade launcher. Created by Intellect Machines, this dog-like bot focuses on robotics, weaponry, and AI. It's said to make precise shots, transport weapons, and help in civilian situations like scouting debris or delivering meds. In combat, it can assist with aiming, patrols, and security. But U.S. experts are skeptical, suggesting it might just be a copy of a Chinese model. The Russian version, called Model M81, was oddly covered with fabric to hide its origin, raising questions about the originality of the design. Now that we know that the world's obsessed with the idea of automating warfare, let's try to weigh the benefits and drawbacks of this approach. Robotic dogs are game changers for modern warfare, offering some major perks. For starters, they can handle dangerous missions like scouting enemy territory, navigating minefields, and gathering intel in places too risky for humans. This means fewer soldier casualties and less emotional and physical strain on troops. These machines also boost situational awareness with their high-tech sensors, cameras, and AI. They collect real-time data and critical info, helping commanders make smarter decisions and plan strategies more effectively. Their agility allows them to tackle various terrains, whether it's stairs, slopes, or cluttered area, that would be tough for humans to navigate. Another plus is their stamina for repetitive or physically demanding tasks. They can haul heavy loads like ammo and supplies over long distances, lightening the load up for human soldiers. Plus, their ability to stay balanced on slippery floors or while being pushed makes them reliable in tough combat situations. But there are downsides too. Robotic dogs aren't foolproof and can suffer from technical issues like battery failures, mechanical problems, or software bugs. In a combat situation, these glitches could leave them useless or even dangerous, especially if they mess up their mission or give the wrong data to human operators. Let alone warfare robots, China has also created the world's first AI military commander. Sounds interesting, right? Click on the video link popping up to find out what it's all about, and I'll catch you there in a second.